Hello and good morning. How are you? I'm glad you can make it my channel. I've got a review I'm going to do on Roku today. Good and bad. The bad is what I call entrapment. Entrapment. Hope you guys could understand that word. I was trapped into something, okay, that I didn't expect. And that's why I'm doing this review. Alright, let's get on with it. Let's tell you what's going on here. Okay, this is my old Roku. Okay, I want to tell you what went wrong. This device overheated. And the reason it overheated is because somebody that was using this for the last 5 years abused it. They thought they could play the TV 24 hours a day, keep the TV on 24 hours a day. And what that did is it overheated the system. These are only good for about 5 or 6 hours, and then you got to shut the TV off, let it cool down. Okay? Just so you guys know that. Now there is a way you can run these better so that you can keep it cooler. You can go online and buy yourself a 2-foot HDMI cable that plugs into your TV and let it dangle down, and then plug this unit into it. And then when it dangles down, the air can circulate around it. Now, if this is plugged into the back of the set, it's tight up against the wall of the back of the set. And by that said, there's no way of the air circulating. And then not only that, the back of the TV set throws heat against this unit, which causes it to heat up even more. So by having it out in the air, dangling down, the air will circulate, keep it cooler. So it won't overheat as easily as if it was plugged into the back of the set. They don't tell you that stuff though. Nobody tells you that stuff. You have to do research. And by doing research and playing on the internet, that's how you find out this stuff. Alright? So if you guys don't know about Roku, what it is, it's a little stick that allows you to stream YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, HBO, all your stuff that's available to stream, right? It's a one-shot deal. You buy it, and it's for TVs that are not smart TVs. It's made for your plain TVs that don't have the capabilities of built-in Wi-Fi, all right? And then that's what this does. This is your Wi-Fi right here. And this will allow you to stream all these channels. And the thing that was nice about it 4 years ago, 5 years ago, is that you can buy it for $39 and never pay anything. That was it. One-shot deal, and you hope that it lasted. And it probably would have lasted if you wouldn't overheat it. This one didn't last. So it's junk right now. This is totally junk. It doesn't work. So now we had to go buy a new one. Now here's where the entrapment comes from. I was trapped. I went to Walmart, bought this. It was actually lower in price than what I paid for this one. I paid $39 for this one. This one was $29. The same exact one, same control box. Same exact control box. Everything's the same on it. Exact same. I remember the same box, green. Everything's the same. It's even got a button on the top for turning your TV on and off. Now this little button on top of the remote, I'm getting ahead of my story a little bit, but the little button on top here only works on certain TVs. Now I got a ProScan TV, which is a off-brand TV. The volume control on here does not work on it, and the on and off switch does not work on it. You cannot program it to that TV. Now LG TVs work fine. LG TVs you can turn on and off on the on and off switch, and the volume works fine. I don't know why ProScan doesn't allow it. ProScan is on the list when you do the menu. When you check the menu, when you set it up, ProScan is on there, but it will not allow you to control the volume, will not allow you to turn it on and off. So there again, I'm ahead of my story, but I want to get that out of the way. All right, so I buys this, for $29 plus tax. So you're looking at a little over 30 bucks. Brings it home, plugs it in, figures it shouldn't be hard at all. All you should be able to do is just take your remote, go through the menus, do what it says to do, and you should be up and running in a matter of 5 to 10 minutes. No, 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 doesn't happen. What happens is that you get this all plugged in the same, and then you go through the menus, and you're going to find out that the menus are goofy. It's going to ask you to set your TV up. It's going to ask you what kind of TV you got. And there again, that's where the Pro Scan came in. I had to look real hard to find it. And I found Pro Scan and it came up. So I selected that. And then it says, there's a music thing come up. It says, press your OK button if the music stops. Music never stopped. So I could never hit the OK button. So what do? You sit there and listen to music all day? What's your next step? If the music don't stop, what are you supposed to do? Music never did stop. So obviously it didn't work. So I went and hit the OK button anyway. So then it took you to the next step. So then you set up whatever it told you to set up. But the most important part that you do is you get to a screen. And here's where I think they got you. You get to a screen where there's like 3 little boxes, and it tells you what to do in all 3 boxes. And the middle screen is your code. And it tells you to go to your computer and go to the website and punch in that code. And that's what I did. I went to the computer and punched in that code, and it came up with an error. And when I see the error, I says, oh, real nice. Now what am I going to do? Well, luckily they had a phone number, and the phone number was really huge. You couldn't miss the phone number. So right there told me that they already knew that you were definitely going to call them. Otherwise, the phone number would be hard to find. So that was a hint right there. It was either a scam or it was a legit, easy way to contact them, because they knew that you had to get them to activate it and probably pay a fee. And I called them, and the first thing that went through my mind was, as soon as I call them, I'm going to be on hold for an hour. And that was not the case. I called the number, and the lady answered, and she had an accent that I could hardly understand her. And I said, oh boy, this is definitely a scam. They're probably going to want money. And sure enough, so she's talking a mile a minute. She wouldn't let me talk hardly at all. Going fast. It's like she's reading a script. And she wouldn't let me talk. And she says, I need your name, sir. Blah, blah, blah. I gave her my name, last name, address, and I don't know, a couple other things. And then she got to the debit card. I said, what do you need my debit card for? She says, because there's a fee, a one-time fee of $100. I said, what? $100? What? What is this $100 for? And I got 2 of these things. I got 2 of these Rokus from 5 years ago. I said, I never had to pay before. Why am I paying $100? And she went and told me a mile a minute. I couldn't understand her again. I couldn't understand her accent. And the way it sounded, I'm sure it had something to do with the cost of keeping everything upgraded. Like the firmware, the software, all that stuff. I'm sure that's what it was all about. They got to get their expenses back. That's probably what it was about. But her accent was to where I couldn't understand it. But I went along with her, gave her my debit card, and she says that, you're all set, sir. I'm going to hang up, and you should get a phone call back within 10 minutes. And I told her, I said before, I says, you're scamming me. I says, you want this $100? I says, it's an easy $100 for you to make. I says, somehow you're scamming me. She says, oh no, sir, we're not scamming you. This is legitimate. I'm from Sacramento, California. She says, you're going to get an email from me, and you're going to have a receipt and everything else. I says, well, I says, I don't have a choice. I says, I can't get this up and running. I says, I'll take the chance. So I did, gave her my debit card, and then she says, I'll be hanging up and you'll have a phone call in 10 minutes. And I says, see, I says, you're going to hang up now, and I'll never hear nothing from you. That's how you make your $100 real quick. And she didn't let me talk. I mean, she hung up real quick. It was like goodbye. And I says, oh, I got screwed. I'm not going to hear, nobody's going to call me. I says, that's the last I'll hear of that. And I'm still with this box here that's useless. I'm not going to be able to get it activated. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I looked at my email, and it was legit. It showed a receipt that I paid. And then before I even got done reading it, the phone rang. And it was Roku. And it says, Mr. Sween, I'm here to set up your Roku. I said, wow, I can't believe it. I said, okay, what do you need me to do? He says, you don't need to do anything. All you need to do is give me your code. Okay. So I read the code off. It was 4-digit. It was like 3 letters and a number. So I gave him the code. And I walked from my computer room and watched the TV, and I could see the TV changing. You know, all the different things were happening on the TV. He was in control of the Roku. Wasn't in control of my TV. He was just somehow through the, what you want to call it, airwaves or whatever. I don't know how they do it. It's all magical. It somehow was able to program my TV and let all these apps come in. 136 channels came in. And the guy said to me, he says, now you want to wait at least 10 minutes before you start using it, because it takes a while for all the apps to be activated. I said, oh, in other words, you're activating my system then. You're charging me for activation. He said, no, we're not charging you for activation. He said, we're charging you for the service. It's a one-time service charge. I said, okay, but you're still activating me. And he didn't say anything after that. They didn't want to admit that they're activating, but technically they're lying about it. They're activating it, and they're charging $100. I don't care what anybody says. But it does say, when you set it up, it says, Roku does not charge for activation. And it's got something else written on it. So, between the broken English, between the two people I was talking to, I cannot understand them very well. If they would have been English people like myself, I mean, they're from California, when they hire you to do that type of work for Roku, they should make sure that you speak good English, because most people that live in the United States, they're going to want to understand who they're talking to, you know. None of this fast talk and they're reading off a script, you know, and all that stuff. You know, you want to be able to understand them. And to me, it didn't seem fair to me that, you know, and I even said, I says, you know, I really can't understand your broken English. I says, your English is not like mine, and I have trouble understanding what you're saying. And I really need you to explain to me why I'm paying this $100. And I'm not making heads or tails on what you're saying. And he would not go any further. It was just real quick and hang up and done. You know, he says, oh, you're all set, Mr. Sween, you're good to go. If you have any problems, here's your activation number, and here is your toll-free number if you have any problems, to give us a call. So I got that written down. Now, if I get any results out of that, I don't know. if I ever have trouble. It's supposed to be lifetime, guaranteed, but what lifetime? My lifetime or the box lifetime? Box lifetime could be 5 minutes. It could be a year. It could be 5 years. It could be 10 years. I don't know. So they say lifetime. Well, what's lifetime? You know, that's the big question. So we'll see what happens. Right now it's working. And I'm putting this video out for you guys so that you can decide what you want to do. Roku now makes it so that you got to buy this for 29 bucks. And then plus tax. And then you got to pay to get this activated. And I don't care what they say. You are paying for an activation. In order to get it to work, you got to pay 100 bucks. One-time shot. So far. Anyway, down the road, I don't know what's going to happen. If I got problems with it down the road, who knows? Might have to pay some more money. But we'll see. If that's the case, then I guess I'm going to have to do away with it, just go with a smart TV and done with it. And I think that smart TVs is probably the way to go anyway, for everybody. You know, do away with the TV that you got that's a plain Jane model that doesn't have any Wi-Fi on it. You know, when that thing wears out, get a smart TV and done with it, and you'd be good to go. Hopefully. Even a smart TV's probably got problems. So the knowledge in this world is getting this too far advanced. It needs to slow down. I said that in my earlier videos. I don't know if I said it verbally in my videos, but I said it in my description. If you guys read my descriptions, I think that technology needs to slow down. It's going way too fast, and it's too sloppy, way too sloppy. Most of the stuff that they design today in technology is so sloppy that it doesn't work. There's nothing but headaches and problems. And they need to work on engineering it before they release it. And that's my opinion. And guys, if you have any feedback, you think I'm all wet on it, I'm man enough to take bad comments as well as good comments. So leave me comments. I really appreciate it. And fire them at me. I'm glad to read all of them. And what I'd like to have you guys do the most is, being that this is involving electronics, if any of you guys belong to groups on Facebook that involves electronic groups, such as computer technology or any type of electronics, please take this video, the ULR address, copy and paste it, and put a description on top, you know, like say something about the video first, and then copy and paste my ULR of this video and post it on that group, so that that group can see this video, so that they can learn from this situation on how you get suckered into buying this for $29 and nobody tells you that you got to pay another 100 bucks when you get home. Walmart doesn't tell you, Best Buy doesn't tell you, wherever they sell this besides those two places. It used to be a lot of places you can buy this. You know, Staples is out of business. Shopko's out of business. Kmart's out of business. You know, you got 2 box stores left, Best Buy and Walmart. Where else are you going to go? You're going to buy it online. You buy it online, are those people going to tell you that you got to pay 100 bucks? No, they're not. You're never going to find that out. So I'm telling you right now, share this video so people know that they got to pay an extra 100 bucks when they buy this to get this activated. You never used to have to pay it, but you do now. And even with Amazon Fire Stick, I'll bet you if you check that out, they're making it so you got to pay also. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. But I'll bet you money that you might have to do that with that too. And any other devices that you buy that you plug in the back of your set. I'll bet you money you got to pay a fee besides buying the component itself. I think they're all doing it now, but they're not telling you up front. So please share this video. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell. Hit the bell and check mark that you want notifications, because I come up with a video every week. And it's not about reviews. I hate doing reviews, especially ones like this. My channel is all about visiting Wisconsin. I walk a lot of trails. I do a lot of adventures. I like to adventure out, look at historical sites. I like to take you places that I've never seen, that as a person that's out of state that wants to visit Wisconsin, if you watch my channel, you can get some ideas on where you can visit to have some fun. Places to go camping, places to go exploring, just things to do. That's what my channel is all about. And I do some educational videos on pros and cons on different things. Like I've got one on buying mobile homes. Is it worth buying a mobile home when you're young or versus when you're very old? Check that one out. That's got a couple thousand views. Obviously, it's very important. There's a lot of people who want to buy a mobile home. They want to know if it's worth it or not. So check it out. You might like it. And check out a lot of my other videos. If you go way back 8 years ago, you may not like them because I don't talk on my videos. As I went further in my life in the YouTube world, a fellow told me that he says you do a lot better on your YouTube videos if you show yourself and do a little talking. I took his advice, and my channel exploded as far as I'm concerned. It did a very good job, and hopefully things will get better as time goes on. I need to find out the secrets on how YouTube works. YouTube holds you back when you're small, and then when you start get growing a little bit better, it seems like they let you loose a little more, and your channel gets out further. People see you more. But when you're small, you stay small for a long, long time. YouTube likes to hold you back for some reason, unless you know the secrets. And I think it all revolves around paying somebody. It's all about the money. But as you know, I'm not monetized, and I'm not in it for the money. I'm out here doing these videos to help you people out, finding places to go in Wisconsin. And then when I run into stuff like this, I like to share it so it helps you guys out. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to let you go. I know I'm long-winded and probably talking way too much here. So thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. Give me a thumbs up. That helps my channel out a lot. And we'll see you in the next video. All right? All right, we'll see you later. Goodbye. Have a good day.